So I'm Hayley, Head of Verve Services. I came to Evolution as a guest and everyone there seemed to want the same thing, they wanted change. So to then come and join Verve and see that actually in the office people are doing things to make changes and people are genuinely passionate, it's not all noise, was just amazing. Obviously off the back of Evolution, Cathy had been looking at all the table scribbles and her focus for this year wanted to be more to do with the Verve Foundation. And her kind of pitch to me was, do you want to come along for the ride? Do you want to be a part of this? I just said, this is something I want to do. I want to make a difference because I've spent 15 years in finance kind of not really making a difference, and that's not what I wanted out of my life. So my main kind of theme across everything is education. So my mission is to better equip people with the knowledge to help them within their financial well-being, to help financial education to be more accessible to everybody and to help vulnerable people become more independent. So I'd like to engage with Mind or the YMCA or a local council to run sessions for vulnerable people. So we'll be looking for people to volunteer some time and run some sessions in the summer, surgery clinic type things. A big thing for me is pensions. So I'll talk the ears off my friends about pensions and they're like, eh. But the reality is they're likely going to get to retirement age and not have any provision because state pension I can't see being around long term. I always think about my mum in scenarios like this. She hasn't got a clue about her pension, she can't afford financial advice, so where is she going to be when she's 65? She's lucky she's got me and I'm in the industry, but we need more people like that to help people that don't necessarily have that access to advice. And also just with education specifically, for kids to just be more aware of all of the things that they need to do as they grow up, and doing that from a much younger age. So another thing that I wanted to do is organise book a speaker session. We would call on other people in the industry to give us ideas on subject matter and to volunteer time, to eventually run sessions in universities, schools, colleges, talking about the different opportunities there are in financial advice, financial services. Children would think, oh, what do I want to do, be a banker, when they think of finance, but there are so many different roles that you can do. When you come somewhere like Verve, you've got marketing, you've got IT, you've got so many different roles that kids will find interesting. So I think it's just showing kids that there's a lot more to it than just the stereotypical old man in a grey suit talking about money. We just want to bash through it and show people that you can do whatever you want to do. So the first thing will be to run a social media campaign to shine a spotlight on what we're trying to achieve, get other people on board from the industry, because we can't do it alone. Lots of people say they want to help, but they don't necessarily have the platform. So for us, it's about being the change and getting people on board to help us with that. The second half of the year, I'm looking to do the book a speaker. So again, that will be research, ask people to pledge their time, and finishing off the year with my aim is to speak in a school, university or college, just to kind of talk about finance and break those stereotypes. Go into a uni and be me, and people hopefully will relate and think, actually, yeah, I can do that. For the advisors out there, it's get your clients talking about money across the family, their friends and in relationships. The more we talk about it, the more normal it's going to become. It's not a taboo subject, it's just money. And just pledging time to help. So we are trying to shine a spotlight on the things that we feel we can do, but if people have ideas on how we can educate the masses, come to us, talk to us about it, and we'll kind of try and do what we can to facilitate. So if you're feeling super inspired and you've got some time to spare, just pop your details into Slido and we'll be in touch.